which is amazing, right? So he's sitting in front of me, and let me preface this by saying our relationship's always been a little oil and water. We have this thing, and I love him to death. He's a sweetheart, and I'm sure he loves me, but we have this little weird tension kind of thing. So anyway, he's sitting in front of me, and there's a couple of scenes when he's in bed, and I am just, blown away, quite honestly, of his performance. Blown away. And I start hitting him in the shoulder going, dude, you're a real actor. and finally he turns around and he goes, bitch, shut up. And totally.
Welcome to season 4 of Talking Pondo. Talking Pondo is a podcast where Cliff and Marty give each other a film to watch and talk about them in detail. Some episodes will include a special guest. All right, Marty, we're back.
And we're back. It's another episode of Making Pondo this week. We're mixing it up a little bit, where we talk to filmmakers about their craft, because that's...
Oh, kids, we got a banger for you. Oh, boy.
Who do we have today, Cliff?
All right, on the show today, we have Bob Kurtzman and Marcia King. Woohoo! Super excited. And I got it right this time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, our little teeny tiny podcast. We really appreciate it. We met Bob and Marcia at TusCon a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Got to talking to them, and they invited us to dinner, and it was quite a great night of just chatting and getting all the, I just kind of drank in all of the stories and all of the wonderful things they had to tell us. So thank you so much for coming on. We're excited to have you on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. So what we were just talking about before we got started, Scary Movie 6. You guys, that's something that you just completed working on. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Super excited about that. We were talking about Marlon and his marketing, right? So that's pretty amazing that he's this genius marketer, right? And I'm seeing all these posters everywhere. It's fantastic.
He's honestly, he's so incredible. He's so smart, just business savvy, and just being on set with him, I just totally appreciated, honestly, like the intelligence and the comedic timing and just all of that on set. He's just really good.
Family's been in the business for so long. It's not shocking, right? That he's just he's like, yeah, I'm moving all this stuff and I'm a master of it. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we were just looking back at I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka a few weeks ago, and how well it holds up after all these years. Yeah.
So good, dude. When they did the take on the Olympics and the dogs are chasing the guys carrying the TVs, it's like, man, these guys, they're ruthless. They're ruthless.
Right.
They'll come at you with anything. And of course, you got the Kung Fu dude. What was his name?
Was it Kung Fu Joe? Was that
Kung Fu Joe? Yeah, Kung Fu Joe. I think it was. I love him. He's the best. Anyway, yeah, they were.
So
great.
they did not spare anything. When we first read the script, I probably read a few pages and went to Kurtzman, and I was like, dude, they're hitting everything. Like, they are hitting everything. Like, balls out. This is like, they're offending everyone. And I love that. I mean, personally, I had a father, he just passed away a year ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Month away from 91. Funniest guy. And the one thing is, like, funny is funny.
Mm-hmm.
No, yes, funny is funny.
People get offended. People get butthurt. But my greatest joy is when one of my kids would fall in front of people and get up and laugh about it. That's the ticket right there. You cannot laugh at yourself, then you've got a problem. And I feel like all the people that are really like, it's so offensive. I think it's just you have a problem with yourself. It's not with other people.
Mm.
So people want to view everything, especially like it drives me crazy when you watch an old comedy and people get offended, right? Where it's like you have to, first off, like you said, funny's funny, and you have to understand if you can't view things through new lenses, right? Yep. Like you're going to filter things, and then of course you're going to be, and also people just sometimes look to be offended. Why are you watching a comedy? Choo choo, that was me, by the way. Why are you watching a comedy if you're looking to be offended?
Right.
Right. They weren't making it to aggravate you. They're trying to make you laugh, right?
Yeah, they're trying to make you laugh.
Our studio is about, I don't know, what do you say, 50 feet.
No,
or less.
We're right next to the railroad.
Next to a railroad track.
So we wave to the engineers all the time.
So Bob had to go and shut the window because it was gonna, big time come through the.
That's hilarious.
Speaker,
what was was it just the size of the place that is that why you moved so close to a railroad? Because normally people are like, I'm not moving close to a railroad.
Our town is a railroad town. So we grew up with the railroads running through town all the time.
Yeah. We actually grew up together.
We sleep better actually with the
when
sound
we hear
of the railroad.
When we hear the train.
Yeah.
We moved to Atlanta for Haunting of Hill House. And the first night there on the air mattress, and in Atlanta nobody opens their windows. It's all air conditioning, and I'm like, I need fresh air. So I cracked the window just a little bit and get on the mattress, and the first thing we heard was a train, and we just went,
you're like,
we're home, we're good.
We had trains.
We went to sleep really well that night. Yeah,
we have trains cutting through my city, and when somebody came down, one of my colleagues from work came down to visit, put him up in a hotel, and she was like, "What's with the fucking trains all night?" I'm like, "I don't even notice it, dude."
No,
it doesn't keep us awake or anything like that. In fact, we could go outside and
sleep outside
and watch them go by the whole night. It's like
hilarious.
But Scary Movie 6, back to that.
Yes.
I just wanted to say what a great time we had on that. It was 2 months of insanity. We had so many people across the country helping us with it. We had so many crew members. We literally hope that everybody gets the recognition on the credit on the film, because a lot of people came together for us to look great. Because
that's awesome.
Honestly, the shit on the screen was it was really good. So I can't wait.
I'm definitely going to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The last scream was really good, which I was shocked. Because
we enjoyed that as well.
Yeah,
it's the 7th installment, and it was fucking good.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it better than the last two. So.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah, and so Scary Movie 6. Let's go.
Marlon's genius. He told us he was going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All of the trailers went ahead of Scary Movie 7 for
Scream 7.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I enjoyed Scream 7 quite a bit.
Scream 7.
Yeah. So very genius. We're sitting there, and I'm like, I want to record this whole thing. I didn't, but I was just like, it was great to see stuff up there, and of course, one of the most offensive. Well, not really, but a pretty good offensive one with the they them vernacular when they're on the subway and she gets stabbed, and she's like, she got stabbed, and it's like, identify with they them, and that's it. Like, you haven't seen anything. Mm-hmm. That's just a tip of the iceberg on that particular scene too. That's just the tip. So yeah, it's
going to be, if the others are any indication, it's going to be wild. Like, it's going to be, every 10 seconds, 15 seconds, there's a joke or some sort of, ridiculousness going on. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit.
Yeah. You can watch it multiple times because you'll be screaming, laughing in between.
Stuff, yeah. Anyway,
we have a movie theater in my hometown. I mentioned it quite a bit on the podcast because I'm trying to get him to sponsor us so I can get some free movies. But it's a place called Flick's Brew House, and it's kind of a tap house, food and beer.
Cool.
And
that's the best.
Yeah,
really nice. It's really pretty swanky, and they do a thing called Flick's Picks, where $5 movies, and they're older movies. And so I've been going back and seeing, like, I saw Lawrence of Arabia, I saw Blade Runner, I saw The Thing, all these movies on the big screen, and they brought back fucking White Chicks, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go see it. And I brought my wife, and my wife was fucking dying laughing. It was.
If that wasn't said in my house while my girls were there, one time, it's that a million trillion times. That's our movie. I had to tell Marlon, I said, first of all, we had a Zoom, and there's like 3 weigh-ins on the screen. We could see Marlon, but not the other 2. And I was just like, somebody brought up White Chicks and the Bodega Guys. Well, first of all, they said the Bodega Guys from White Chicks. You might not know that. And I went,
oh, hold on a second.
Nope. And then he said, hold on, because she needs a minute.
We're going to need to give Marcia a minute here. She has some things she needs to say. That's great. I love that movie. I was surprised. I hadn't seen it in a long time. And when it first came out, I thought, I mean, it's fine. It was funny. And then, I kind of forgot about it, but it really stuck with girls like that movie. They think it's hysterical. And I went back to see it, and it was half the audience was girls, like tons of them. Yeah. And it was amazing. It was really, really good. Terry Crews steals that fucking movie. Steals that movie.
Whenever I talk to another female about this, it's immediately we talk about Terry Crews. That's the second thing. It's Beautiful Chocolate Man, and then it's Terry Crews.
Oh my God, dude! His obsession with that white girl and on all the shit he's saying and going at. Oh my God, it's
making your way downtown. Holy shit! You can't hear that song without seeing Terry Crews doing his shit.
No, that's so true. That's so true. So
I actually got to have a conversation with Marlon about that on set later, and I was just like, dude. And I've seen him in interviews. It's the same thing. He said, "I understand it. And we are not going to make a sequel till we know it's
good.
Right."
Yeah, you shouldn't. Don't screw that up because that's
exactly. Yeah. But there's buzz, Okay. Buzz, not from Marlon, but just buzz so much. People want it so bad. I mean, hey, we got Practical Magic 2 coming.
Right? Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, it's coming this year.
Wow. Okay,
she'll be watching that by herself.
Oh, I would not. So the trailer just dropped. I think today or yesterday. We just saw it. We thought it was a joke like a year or two ago, and then we got the inside of it's actually getting shot right now.
Same cast?
It's done.
No, I'm saying when we knew it was getting shot, that was last year. But I'm saying the trailer dropped, and we're like, oh my God. Well, I'm super.
Wow.
Yeah. I told him, my sister and I, it's going to be a whole weekend.
I took a friend to see. She's a friend. She's a fan of the Twilight films, and they had that at Flix Brewhouse, and so. And this was a special one because they gave you a commemorative Twilight glass with it. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. I collect the glasses, right? And so I got a Thing glass and a Big Lebowski glass. I'll get a Twilight glass, right? And so there's 16-ounce pint glasses for the beer. And so I go and I walk in, and it's as expected, it's 2/3 female, right? Groups of girls in their PJs with their blankets and long lines, with their recliner chairs and shit. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be fucking rough. And and for about 15 minutes it was, or 20 minutes. And then Edward in the movie, he says one of his creepy fucking creepy lines where he says something like, I just don't think I can stay away from you. I don't have the strength to stay away from you. And the girls in the audience started fucking laughing. And it turned into, and suddenly it's Rocky Horror Picture Show for the rest of the movie. And people are laughing and giggling at the screen and all this ridiculous romance and shit. And I thought, this movie's gone camp. This movie has gone completely fucking camp. Yeah. This is how to watch this movie now. Yeah. Like, watch it with this camp aspect, and it's fucking great.
It's a Mystery Science Theater, kind of thing. Yeah.
That's how I watched it when I first saw it.
Oh, that's great. I ran it at the movie theater. I was a general manager of a movie theater for 6 years, and I ran it. And
oh, cool.
All the assistant managers that worked for me were women, so they all read the books and passed them around, and were excited for the thing to come out. Right. I think the first one came out on Valentine's Day, and it was packed. I was running 4 screens at midnight on a Thursday night. Wow. And this is print film, so I'm in, and I don't have 4 prints. I have 2 prints, so I'm interlocking them from one projector to another, which is a fucking harrowing thing to do. If you've ever done it, you stand there in front of it.
I know about it. I don't want to do it.
You watch the fucking rollers and you pray. Yeah, exactly. Luckily for us, we had a flatbed system, so we just spliced all the reels together onto a flat bed. Okay. But that's a half mile of fucking film going over rollers, and I'm running it 40 feet from one projector to the other. Anyway, and so we're walking, and it was unbelievable on Valentine's Day of all things. So there's all these men with their girlfriends, like,
yeah, they're all
torture. Yeah, that would be torture.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I read 1 or 2. I don't think I ever saw the movies. It just was like, nah. The books are cute and whatever. Yeah.
And it's for young adults. It's not for.
I won't rag on them. They can have their thing. It's just my.
I want to tell you, Mystery Science Theater. It's really cool because we've done a couple of those. They had
really.
Yeah.
Well, no, not the show.
Not the show, but
like the show.
So,
okay.
Some of the film tests in different venues. We've done different things. One was really cool. It was Wishmaster, with Devoff and Kurtzman doing the commentary over the movie, the entire thing. There were people in the theater that had never seen it. Didn't matter. Everyone was silent listening to the two of them. It was so great. But my favorite was in Chicago. It's a Bruce Campbell story.
Oh.
It was Bubba Hotep. Mm. I had never seen it. Never seen it. So they asked Bruce to do some stuff over Army of Darkness first.
Yeah, he did the Bruce Campbell commentary over Army of Darkness, which is pretty hilarious.
That was insane. And then there was another day that weekend was Bubba Hotep. And so the first time I got to see that, it was with Bruce Campbell.
Wow.
And he happened to be sitting in front of me, which is amazing, right? So he's sitting in front of me. And let me preface this by saying our relationship's always been a little oil and water. We have this thing. And I love him to death. He's a sweetheart. And I'm sure he loves me. But we have this little weird tension kind of thing. So anyway, he's sitting in front of me. And there's a couple of scenes when he's in bed. And I am just, blown away, quite honestly, of his performance. Blown away. And I start hitting him in the shoulder going, dude, you're a real actor. And finally he turns around and he goes, bitch, shut up. In totally a joking manner. But it was just like, I goad him, he goads me. It's like a back and forth kind of thing. But just amazing. I love Bubba Hotep. I just can't even.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
He was that guy. He was just that character, and it was great. So
don't make me use my stuff on you, man. I love that. I love that.
Right?
I love that movie so much. It's so good.
But the cast, come on, that was really good.
What's Ozzie Smith is the dude who thinks he's John F. Kennedy. Ozzie Davis thinks he's Ozzie Smith is the baseball player.
Yeah, Ozzie Davis. No idea. I don't think it's anything. Yeah.
So we watched Marshmallow before the show. It's interesting. I liked it.
I like the big swings it takes.
Yes. I like the surprise twist at the end. It's like, okay, this is a kind of a cool concept, and the idea that playing with this idea that kids don't get the truth from adults and from things that from adults and from reality. Like kids are shielded from that shit a lot of times, and they don't get the truth.
You're not going to do a spoiler, are you?
No. I wouldn't do that.
No, because we are so happy to announce that we got a second Marshmallow 2 is getting written.
Really?
So,
well, they announced that a few weeks back, or a couple months ago.
We just know it's happening, and we can't wait to see what crops up with that one. So
it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was you got the camp stuff, so there's got a little Friday 13th in there, and there's some other I liked it. It played with a few tropes, and it had a good vibe. I really
clone thing.
You got
my what?
You got to put your kid in it.
Oh, well, my son plays the doctor when he's stalking the kids and stuff.
So. Nice.
Yeah.
He's the stunty guy that does that. So that's cool. Fun. That was fun. Got to hang for a week or so. Our star of that,
the little boy.
Q, holy smokes. Q's done so much. Y'all have to check out his career because what's the shooting? The duel. School duel. Check that one out.
Okay, School Duel. Make a note.
Oh my gosh, that is.
And then you did the one Sketch.
Sketch. He was in Sketch. Just have to check his career because he's so good. And the really cute part was that when he did Marshmallow, he was 12, and he's this big. And of course, he's a boy, and he just turned 15, like on Earth Day, and he's this big, and his hair's grown out. And it's so adorable, and he's just
a young man
turning into this young man, and it's so great because like Violet McGraw, she does not remember us, and we loved her in Haunting of the Hill House, and we worked with her in Dr. Sleep, and we'll see her at cons and stuff and take a picture. Yep. And she's like, I don't remember.
That's great.
But but I do remind her, she has one of the cutest stories. We were on Dr. Sleep. So again, we'd already known her and we were sitting at lunch and we had to do a test makeup. So Bob usually does test makeup on me. Happened to be Rebecca Ferguson's drawer gag. So she puts her hand in the drawer, it gets smashed, it comes out, it's mangled, it's all. So we had to do a test makeup. At lunch, we come in to have lunch. Flanagan's here, Trevor Macy's over here, Violet McGraw, her mom, and there's just a bunch of friends, you know. So we're sitting next to each other, and out of nowhere, Violet just looks at Bob. She's right across from Bob, and she looks at Bob, and Bob, do you ever smile? And that was it. That everyone lost it.
I saw it once or twice.
I'm always too serious, especially when I'm
makeup.
We were waiting to show the hand.
We were trying to show the hand and talking to. I was
get approval on.
I was eating with my left hand.
So you're getting focused,
and just out of the blue does it, and everybody died laughing, and he just calmly looks up and says yes. It was just
for the record, he's smiling now.
Yeah. He does get it, but no, she's so great. Again, it's so great to connect with these young actors and see them blossom.
Yes.
He's cute.
We had a young girl that was in 4 of our movies. Yeah. 4 of our films. We cast her when she was 14.
Okay.
In our first film. And our first film was rather vulgar. And so we had her saying some things that maybe a 14-year-old shouldn't say, right. But she really enjoyed the whole thing. Like she became very close with the crew and with and that type of thing. Brought her back for the next one, and we've just watched her kind of grow up. She, I think for the second one or the third one, she changed her engagement, her bachelorette party. She was getting married, and she moved her bachelorette party to Tucson because she was coming down. She was living in California, and she came down to film with us. Okay. And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to be in the film. Don't you dare, miscast my part. Right? That's my part. And I'll just move my engagement party to Tucson." And girls were having our engagement party in Tucson, and and so now she's a fucking doctor.
Now she's a doctor. So
oh my God.
She's a fucking doctor, dude. What? And it's just like, you are a goddamn fully grown person. What happened?
That's awesome.
I'm still thinking of the 14-year-old kid that, we shot with,
Right.
Anyway,
well,
really, really cool.
Well, we were on the set of Awning of Hill House. They gave us a shop on, it was Screen Gems at the time. And they gave us a shop space, and it was all the way at the back. And it was all the way like basement level,
down a hill,
just down, it was all the way in the back. And so we just called it the dungeon, because people are like, "Where are you guys?" And we're like, "We're at the dungeon," and they eventually got it. Like they knew we were in the back. Very cool thing. You said 14-year-old getting to see somebody grow up. They were shooting Stranger Things
on the lot.
So, shit. Okay.
Bobby Brown get out of the Uber by herself, sometimes with another girlfriend, and she'd get dropped off and she'd walk in by herself. We had the kids playing ball catch outside of our studio, our shop space all the time. Mm-hmm. We got to see them grow up.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We were there
it's crazy. Isn't it?
We were back there for Dr. Sleep, and
that's crazy.
That's very cool. And they live in Georgia. Her and what's his face? They have an estate in Georgia. So I'm sure near Atlanta, but I don't know.
You're talking.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, she does live there.
The Bon Jovi guy. Yeah.
It's fantastic. The Bon Jovi guy.
Yeah.
So one of my notes about Marshmallow that I wanted to share real quick. First off, there were a lot of waterworks in the film, and I was just curious. I want to ask about that here in just a second. But if my kid tells me a kid he goes to school with is a dick, I'm gonna believe him. And I'm not sending that kid to fucking camp, especially if he's rooming with that kid, right? I'm going to talk to the camp counselor and put him in a different, separate those two and watch, come on.
Right.
Yeah, doesn't his parents know that, not spoilery, but,
Right. Yeah, the parents know, right? So it's not to spoil it. I'm just saying.
Well, and that's
but there was a lot of waterworks on the film. So I was curious. I was curious how that, how that affected your makeup, how you worked with that. Yeah, it's all good.
I mean, it was, they put together, obviously, it was the bedroom scene in that, where his nightmare sequence. They built like a little set on him, on a small water tank, really small area. I mean, because it wasn't a huge budgeted film,
Right. Right. Well, that's why I was thinking, because the bathroom, you've got some water coming in while he's in the, the toilet and that type of thing.
There's effects rigged, a bunch of stuff like that. And we had
literally tubes around and water up to my something.
Yeah, it was really cold.
But, it was really cold because, of course, I got in the water.
Too, but we had, his stomach appliance, and we were pumping water out of that.
The biggest thing is we read the notes. Like, obviously on Dr. Sleep, we knew Mrs. Massey was going to be in a tub, but Flanagan, do you want her in actual water? Yes. Okay. Then we have to make adjustments. So same thing with,
that's kind of what I was curious about.
Prosthetic. There was a special prosthetic that we knew we were going to shoot water out of, and this and that, and work with people. So we just plan ahead. Yeah.
Curious. Interesting. Yeah. You mean you guys don't make it up right there on the spot when they just ask you for stuff? Like, sure, I can make a fake head. Hang on a second.
I mean,
that's true.
Things change on set all the time, but you roll with that when it happens. But normally, you try to plan as much as you can to alleviate some of that. You have enough things in your toolkit that you can, you can roll with the punches if something changes. So.
A lot of blood has alcohol in it. So you get blood on prosthetics, and your prosthetics start coming up. You're like, it's the blood. Yay. It gets down inside. So making sure everything's sealed when you're working with blood, same thing. It's just
interesting.
A lot of prep and
all the drying bloods have alcohol in it, which I like. I love a certain blood, Fleet Street. And I remember I did that show in the Val Kilmer
down Fleet Street.
The Super.
If you've never seen it, that is really.
And so I was doing the effects, plus I was doing Val's makeup, and I had a slit throat to do, and I used that blood and I squirted out. It looked great, but it splashed the actor in the eye, and he's like, "What's up?" And I went, whatever. Yeah, little alcohol. Sorry.
Right.
No.
You'll live.
Okay, so we do this movie, and there's a cage that's going to come down on this kid's neck, okay? And not really decapitate him, but he's going to split blood, of course. So, of course, I give him mouth blood because it's going to be in his mouth. Well, I like to make sure they have a little flavoring, so I used peppermint. It splashes up and it comes back down, and the screaming ensued.
Oh, get his eyes.
Yeah.
So we, of course, always make sure when we have certain gags that there is a medic very close for eye wash, and so it was taken care of in seconds. But
nicely done.
Oh no, that's so embarrassing on our part. We always try to make sure. Okay,
we should have used cherry.
Blood. Yeah, right. But it's mouth blood. And minty, I already mixed it up, and
maybe a little imitation banana next time,
right? Yeah. I don't know.
Pineapple.
But the really sad part is most of those have alcohol in them. Flavoring has alcohol. It carries it. So thus the vanilla extract people will drink.
Oh yeah, no, that's just basically just a vanilla bean pod in alcohol. That's all that is. Yeah, I make that stuff myself at home. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
How do you guys go from, like, out of curiosity, I've always been wondered about this. How do you go from, page to concept to finished product? Is it, is there a process? What's your thought process? And are you working with somebody who's kind of creating the design? Are you creating the design? Are you collaborating? I'm really curious about that.
It really depends. I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on if you're creating it 3-dimensionally, like on a ZBrush type of thing. I don't do ZBrush, but I'll do Photoshop designs and sketching and painting and that kind of stuff. And sculpt, you could also just go right into maquettes, but most of the time you'll start with sketches. Usually we'll read the script.
We read the script.
Marcia breaks it down. And
do a whole breakdown where I pull out all the gags that I think we can have, and maybe some we don't, but I just want to see, if it's anything to do with a prop and an injury, mark that up. So then we go over it together and decide how we're going to get it, put some money, figure it out, go to them, because the biggest thing that I like to make sure to do is to let production know. We understand they have a budget. We're not going to be jerks and overblow the budget. We didn't do it for Scary Movie 6. We didn't do it for Marshmallow. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2 different budgets. entirely, literally.
But you're working within the budget. You're making sure you're working within that
budget.
budget.
We can do it. I said, listen, we can do the expensive stuff. We can do the middle of the road, and we can do the implied. But we have all of those capabilities. What do you want, and how much do you have to budget in those things? Because they'll just be like, the creature needs to be the badass.
Right.
They usually tell you to do, like, they ask for the kitchen sink. Just give us the best way. And you're like, okay. And then they go, yeah, we can't afford that. Yeah. So, like,
And I always start the conversation by saying, we appreciate you have a budget. We understand that. We'll give you what we can give you under that budget. So I'm just always very honest about that. So that's my biggest give on that, is like, I just don't want to overdo it. And, you know, and I also want to let them know that we're not going to bid ourselves out. You talk to me about what you want to see. And if we can make it in that, we'll do it. If not, we'll refer somebody. But you know, really.
Yeah.
But usually, I'm sorry, back to your question, we go to a design phase. So,
right.
Sometimes the director might have some images that he likes and influences that he likes that gives you, or they may have nothing at all, and they go, just give me something to start with. And so you work up some ideas and you pitch him some ideas, and sometimes you might have 3 different designs, and he likes one thing about one and another about the other, and they get kind of merged together. Yeah.
Take this from that, take that from that. We like this and blah, blah, blah.
And then sometimes, I mean, for me, I can, like, I like doing concept work, but like if I'm in the ballpark, and I've done this on a couple shows, I definitely had it on, we did this movie called Fuck My Son. It's out right now.
Well, it's not out.
Well, it is. It's
released, but it's only touring in theaters. But it's never
what a fucking title.
But it's out.
Yeah.
And anyway, but I my initial approach was like way too realistic, and then I did a couple versions of that, trying to hone it in, and then it was no, it needs to be more of a cartoon character. Like
I was having a problem because
too realistic.
It is too real. And so I said, listen, I need to talk to the director because I'm not comfortable. If anyone says, I know somebody that kind of looks like that, I did not want that. So we got on the phone and he said, let me tell you this. This is not a real child. Do not think of it. Think of it as a mutant. Think of it as a thing, because there is no way he wants anybody to relate to this thing. So
as a person,
we've termed it a mutant because there's not a person. And please go see it if you can. But one of the things that we have on it, which is not real, is little patches that look like cauliflower. But we also have something that looks like skin tags, but they're not. They're little dick tags. So we're walking around with the character, and every once in a while somebody in the crew would be like, hey, I got one of your dick tags, and it was like, glue it back on.
Give me that.
But
I'm over here shedding dick tags.
Yes.
As far as that process, back to that process, it's like, I'm good for, it depends on if I'm really into it, if I can do a couple rounds.
Right.
But then sometimes it's like, maybe I need a different perspective on it. Get another artist to take a stab at it.
That's right.
It might not be working in my wheelhouse, or I'm not, I'm good at certain kinds of artwork, and other guys are better at other kinds of artwork. So it's
right.
And it ends up being just, again, a collaboration and a combo, because, just all of the things I'm thinking of from Tusk, because I started working with Bob right after Tusk. All the other things, like the concept stuff, is like multiple people involved constantly. You're sculpting what you have designed, but you need to sculpt it a little bit differently and adjust that. So there's the concept designers and the artists, and then there's the sculptors, and everybody interprets it a little bit differently. And then you have to put it on a human. So that's got to change because their facial structure is all different.
The biggest issue, well, we just did a film, which is called, it's coming out this year. My friend Dave Benilla directed it. I won't talk much about it at all but it's called Autopsy of Albert Kemper. And there's you don't know initially like who you're designing it to fit,
right?
Like who the actor is going to be. Like you usually do your designs before you even have an actor on, which is in some ways can be a little frustrating because you might design something with a certain body type and then it doesn't quite fit the body type.
Somebody's bigger or somebody's smaller, and that doesn't work.
Yeah, you just have to readjust and redesign. Ultimately, I'd love to know who the actor is every time, and then get photos of the actor in a pose, and then design that based over the pose.
Which we did. We did exactly that.
So you'd bring the actor in and do, like, if you were doing a face appliance, you'd bring the actor in and do a mold and all that stuff, and be able to work off of that,
or a body scan.
We've been doing
body
scans.
Body scans.
Started doing body scans that are faster, but generating the mold isn't necessarily faster, and then getting the mold isn't necessarily faster.
But sometimes there's crossover with the visual effects department as well, so it kind of helps.
It helps them to have it.
Because they can use the same model and that type of stuff. And look at it. That makes sense because it's a point of reference now for multiple departments, right?
Which actually, speaking of that, there are a lot of actors now that are refusing to get scanned and only will do the mold process. So that's kind of a throwback.
They don't want their digital copies.
They don't want copied.
Around.
They literally do not want copied at all. And we just worked with somebody that we had to do all plaster casts. One digital, but it was not anything to do with the face. So
what's your guys' view? I mean, we don't have to talk about it. Feel free to tell me if you don't want to talk about it or edit it out. But do you have views on AI and AI usage with film and this Gen AI shit that's coming out?
Well, of course. I mean, I lived through the fear of CG
CG
when
visual
first came out. So there was this sudden, oh my God, it's the end of the world, and then it didn't quite happen that way. So it really. I'm sure it's going to streamline a lot of workflows and certain, like, I don't know if effects artists will be totally taken out, but at the same time, there's going to be part of their workflow is going to be streamlined to where they don't need the amount of people they need on a project to do certain mundane things for sure.
Right.
My opinion.
Yeah, but
we're screwed. Well, we're screwed. They've already.
That's terrible.
Have you seen the Breaking Bad versus Reacher kind of thing?
I've seen. I've seen so many different outputs from Seedance 2.0 and some of these other things.
They don't need a set. They don't need Jack.
The problem is I'm not seeing any story, right? Like I'm not. Seeing
exactly.
That's the thing. I mean, as soon as.
As soon as they figure that out,
my issue. I don't want to go see a movie that doesn't have actual people performance.
Same, right?
And
same.
I just it doesn't interest me. I want to follow those stars in their career, and I'm not going to follow an AI star as they bounce them around in different movies.
Right.
I loved the concept of Wakanda. Loved it. Thought it was amazing. Halfway through the film, they're doing some kind of CG battle, falling, blah, 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 blah. I almost fell asleep because it just took me out and I went, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. And then the cliff scene with all the people, CG, blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't great. Just wasn't a great look. It took me out of it. And I'm just like, I want something better. They deserve something better for that film. And I wanted something better. And it did not miss the mark. So if there's something, for instance, a cool thing that Flanagan, we talked about, Haunting of Hill House. Flanagan loves to do hand gags, by the way. He didn't even know why. It just ends up being in every single film that we've done with him.
There's always a damaged hand.
There's always a damaged hand. We haven't figured. I don't even think he knows why.
It's his good luck charm,
right? I know. So Henry Thomas puts his hand in a fan and comes back, and there's chops on it and all that kind of stuff. So Flanagan goes, so Henry gets this on him. He's reacting to blood flow and his hand looking like it's cut. He doesn't have a glove on, pretending and interacting with a green glove. He's got blood. and it was pumping blood. So Henry's looking at it, holding it, shaking for real. Yeah. Because it looks so real, and he's reacting. Acting is reacting. That's what he was doing. That was incredible. Just the little thing like that, that's why practical is still important. So you're not going to get the same, but if you don't actually have actors.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it'll be accepted, but at the same time, look at people are accepting watching freaking movies on their telephones and shit now. Missing out on the 2:3:5 experience. Never have. And the widescreen.
I never have watched a movie on a tablet or a phone. I won't. I refuse.
I've watched one on my tablet,
one on the laptop,
but never on my
phone.
But my phone is only if I have to.
Because you're stuck in a hotel with no.
I'm on an airplane. That's my only option.
Exactly.
But if I have a choice,
that's just to keep you from going insane. And
there you go.
Take your mind off the fact you're in a box.
That's because traveling with Kurtzman is like traveling with a toddler. So
like miles above the ground, and you're like, I don't want to think about it.
Just let me sit in my plane seat and fly like a god in the sky until we land. Leave me alone.
That's it. Exactly.
It's hysterical.
No, he even watched Plus the one time. I took a picture and sent it to Kevin. I was like, look what this asshole's watching. Come on.
I think there's something to be said for like when I think of your practical, right? Like if you think of the first John Wick movie, if if you watch that movie, you're like, God damn, look at how much he's going through. Look at the physicality of the movie. Look at, oh my God. Now, all the headshots are all fake and CGI, and that's great. Use AI for that shit.
Yep.
But fucking keep Keanu beating the piss out of people in real life. I want to see that. I do not want to see AI Keanu with the the problem with AI is that the action and the speed is off. It's so fast, especially in the action scenes. And I think that's what you were talking about with Avengers, where it's like, I'm getting lost in the blur of this action. I can't see the moves. I can't see the,
Right.
And I'm not telling everybody to go back to 70s Kung Fu where it was like, whoa, right. but come on, it's too fast.
But when he goes through that bar and the nightclub and all of that, I literally want to just slow it down and watch all of the. It is incredibly
it's so amazing.
But they do it wide enough and follow him. It's just a beautiful freaking shot.
They couldn't do. By the way, they couldn't have done any of that gunshot without digital effects. Because point blank gunfire like that.
Yeah, it's dangerous as fuck.
Still dangerous.
Yeah.
And so that was the only way to accomplish it. But my big beef right now is how many people, and I'm just talking general public stupid people, will go see a movie and it'll have visual effects in it and they call it AI.
Oh,
they go, that movie had so much AI in it. And I'm like, no fucking, it was a
what you're talking about.
Animated, a bunch of, there was a lot of visual effects in it, but that didn't mean it was AI.
I know.
So, I had a massive argument with a guy over Godzilla -1 because he kept calling it the AI Godzilla, and I'm like, there's 2 million fucking polygons that were created for that fucking Godzilla, and they were all manually manipulated. Yes, there are not Gen AI, but there are visual effects that guess and kind of move things for you to the next frame, so that and you adjust, right? Because that speeds up your workflow, but it's not fucking the stuff that we're talking about now with Gen AI. It's not even fucking close.
Yeah, it's not. Even close. I don't understand why they don't understand that, because
they don't understand the technology.
Separate things, like completely separate computer program, just separate,
There hasn't been that many movies since there's a few definitely good ones in the 90s and whatever that have struck a chord when I viewed them, like they did when I was younger, like seeing Jaws or Star Wars for the first time, or any of that. And that includes the horror films, early horror films I worked on that were all practical effects. They seem to be remembered and have a longer life than the ones that come out now. First off, there's one every week coming out now of everything. And you can't even keep up. So they're not very memorable anymore. They're not an event anymore.
Yeah, it's there's so much shit to break through.
The screen. Yeah,
right.
And which is frustrating. I mean, but
he was talking about fighting. I want to go back to that. Normal. Have you all seen Normal yet?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Nobody with
it's the
same guy.
Same guy.
Oh, yeah, same guy. Okay, so no, I haven't seen Normal yet, but Nobody was fucking amazing.
He's a badass.
Yeah, he's great.
Dude does his own shit.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk's awesome.
And I was like, this Normal is so fun. Go see it.
Yeah, Normal's
okay. I'll definitely check because I loved Nobody. I thought that was just a lot of fun.
Nobody,
when he gets on that fucking bus and he's like, he gets off the bus and he gets back on. It's like,
that was great.
This is gonna be fucking good. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, love it. Anyway,
Marty, you got anything? We've been kind of monopoly. Marty, you got questions or anything, buddy?
Oh, I'm just not trying to talk over everybody. I'm just, I'm happy to see more things like Scary Movie 6, because we always were big fans of things like Airplane and Top Secret, and it's good to see that type of humor coming back out. You know, we don't get enough stuff like
and especially when it's done well, right? When it's really funny.
Oh yeah, when we were on set and ruining takes, that happened. That happened.
People just laughing and shit.
Yeah, they do.
Am I allowed to? No, I'm not. I can't say. Okay.
They're under NDAs, folks. I can't talk about certain things. It's fine.
Okay. We have to wait till that comes out, and then I'll spill a couple of funny, really stupid things. But
that would be awesome.
But the best. I honestly, no matter what the production, no matter what the film, no matter what. It's like having a baby. You're always going to remember all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will never work in Morocco again unless they pay me 3 times what they did for charity.
I just saw they're on the travel list. You're not supposed to go. There's too much
in fighting
criminal activity.
Okay, in Morocco. So we go to Morocco to do Cherry with Russo brothers, and we're just doing like war scenes, and we were 6 miles from the Sahara. Again, I will not go back unless they pay me 3 times that amount.
That bad.
But what I tell everyone, no, I wouldn't do it again. Exactly. And all that. But I have so many stories. 3 weeks. So many stories. Hated it. Really did not like it.
It was an experience.
Great stories. Great experiences.
I was
New
the
Year's
food,
Eve
Bob.
in Morocco. They do sparklers inside buildings.
What?
No, I'm not shitting you. Scared the piss out of me.
Wow.
They had sparklers on cakes. They had little kids with They were in, and it was like a banquet room. The ceilings weren't tall, and it just I was like,
"There's no OSHA over there."
It was no OSHA. But anyway, yeah. Oh, actually, my birthday. Had my birthday over there. Once in a lifetime experience. Birthday in Morocco. I got a hammam. You'll have to look that up. Me and the costumer, she's awesome, Sarah. Incredibly talented person, but we became friends and we went and got a hammam for my birthday. And,
it's like a bath, right?
It's
like a spa type of thing, kind of close.
It's like a massage, but it's not. And it's like somebody giving you
a
bath.
They take a layer of skin off your body, basically.
It's a scrub.
So it's a Russian spa. Where they beat you with birch branches and shit.
Yes, it's horrible, but it's scrubbing your entire body. And literally head to toe, like all of it and everything. No, it was really great. But after we did the hammam, I found out that there was a glamping trip planned and we were invited.
Of course.
Tom Holland wanted to go glamping.
The first thing in my head, she's like, "Hey, you want to go glamping with everybody tonight?" And I'm like, "Fuck no."
Whoa, that sounds awful.
For me, I was like, no, going to the desert and staying in a fucking tent.
Bullshit. He didn't understand glamping at the time, so I had to explain it. And then I went, wait, it's my birthday. So guess what?
So you're going glamping.
Yes, we're going glamping because it's my birthday. That was a whole thing. I have a million things with that.
It'll take too long if she talks.
It was take too long, but it was beautiful, and there were rugs stacked.
Wow,
this high. They had electric and pipes. We had
showers. They had everything.
Shower, bathroom, sink, huge monster bed, heaters
stove.
All over the place. This was in
probably
January,
nicer than where you were staying previous, right?
It will go down to 32 at night and go up to 70 something during the day. Yeah. So everybody had to dress.
Needless to say, without going into big detail on it, the driver got us lost in the desert.
That's just
and we flipped the fuck out. We were like, "Oh my god, we're gonna disappear in the fucking desert."
We were in the desert for 2.5 hours.
And we don't know.
Driving for 2.5 hours.
We don't know this, guys. I kept thinking, is this like a hostile
down.
situation?
we see lights in the distance. Somehow he figures out where to go to get to that light. Because we are literally not on roads anymore. We're just in the desert. And so there's a guard there that tells him he's in the wrong spot. He's got to go back. And I'm translating. The one guy's talking to the other guy. He's like, well, basically you go up here and you go left at the tree and then you go right at the rock. And then this dune, you want to scoot around. That was my translation. And I kid you not, guy gets out and the other guy, he sees a tree and he goes to the right. He sees a rock and he goes to the left. It was weird. We finally get there and I refuse to get out because I don't recognize the name on the building. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know where we are. And I recognize no one's names. I'm not getting out of this vehicle.
It said the titty twister.
It did not.
She didn't want to get out. No.
So guy comes out and says, Mom, I assure you, da, 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 da. And he goes, look at the sign. So there was a sign above where I couldn't see. And it said Jaluka, which was the place. There's
the hotel. Okay.
So they were affiliated with the hotel. We went, okay.
Yeah.
And then anyway, we were like, get us a glass of wine, fucking stat.
Now.
Fucking stat.
And it's my birthday, damn it. I just spent 2.5 hours in the desert for no reason.
Make it 2 glasses of wine.
Yeah. Well, one is mine.
We went through more than that then.
Yeah. Anyway, there's lots of stories. The next morning, I didn't do it because I've ridden on every kind of animal. I did not need to go ride a camel and
no camel ride
sunrise with Tom Holland. Everybody went, but us. We didn't go.
Tom Holland's got enough people around him. He's fine.
It's enough. I said I'm sleeping in. I don't need a camel spitting on me. I got a lot of pictures with camels over there and stuff. So, but no. So I have my birthday there again. Hated it. Horrible place.
Plus, don't camels carry syphilis?
I don't fucking know. That's disgusting.
In their spit?
No, are you serious? You're lying.
I heard it was something like that.
That's weird. I don't even know. He makes shit up. I don't know.
Armadillos carry leprosy. Yeah, they can. Mm-hmm. So it's possible.
What?
Armadillos can carry leprosy.
Yeah.
Can carry.
Yeah. They don't all have it, but they can carry it without killing them. So.
Wow.
As long as you don't eat them, you'll be okay.
Yeah,
don't staying away from them now. Great.
I wouldn't eat them. Yeah, I wouldn't eat them. It tastes like chicken, but I wouldn't eat it.
Like chicken. I'm good. Again, I've had alligator and snake and crickets. I'm good. I don't need to have that. Yeah, alligator's the best though. Anyway.
I've had it in gumbo. It's actually not bad.
We have.
We don't let them ask the question.
I'm just trying to think of the recent stuff that we have. Marshmallow. Fuck My Son, which you have to look.
And the stuff that
has
to come out. So
Scream 6, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Bob, you're at I checked your IMDb, you're at 299 credits.
That's
one
just
more.
What's on IMDb.
That's just what's on, yeah.
Right. I was going to say one more, and you get a free meal at Cheesecake Factory. So they'll hook you up. Just let them know you got 300 credits.
Okay, he's at like 500 because we have to do commercials.
Okay,
videos,
wow.
Yeah, none of that's on there really.
TV series, movies, like all, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
During the strikes, we did we remastered a mastodon bone for a museum piece.
That's cool.
Cleveland Natural History Museum. Yeah.
Wow.
There was a display company. They reached out and they wanted touch me stuff, for the kids and the people to see. And
sure.
So the real ones are in the case, and then we made the fake ones to go with it. So
yeah, we have something like that at our Natural History Museum in town. That's
but that was cool. Fun. Something to do during the strike.
Something different. You guys you're all over the place with your, TV, film. Hey, we'll do commercials. We'll work for a museum, whatever. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What a great talent to have.
Open. I loved it. Well, we did commercials over in the UK. We went to London and did Swinton Insurance. You have to look at it. It's called the Nagging Doubt, and it's a mechanical little nagging doubt. It's a fur ball thing. And so we designed that, and Bob ran the mechanic servos, and I actually had to physically puppeteer a little bit. So
she's more contortable, so she was able to get in like tight spaces like a trunk or a grocery cart,
under a bed, under a table, in a garbage can. But yeah, the buggy and the boot of a car, that was crazy. That was a little
I still remember you. You told a story at the. There was that panel you guys did at Tucson, right, where everybody was all the people who were working were talking, and you told a great story about being trapped in a house. You were working and you were in this house doing something, and here comes fucking Nicolas Cage. And, and in comes Nicolas Cage and you're like, fuck, okay, I got to get out of here. Somebody come get me. And then here comes Willem Dafoe and you're like, okay, now nobody can know I'm in this fucking house. Because they're talking back and forth about, personal actor type shit. And you're like, I can't be overhearing this right now. I have to leave. I fucking love that story.
I was literally making a phone call behind a curtain. And I'm not kidding. I was hiding. It was one of my first times on set. And Kurtzman's telling me, don't let anybody see you. Don't disrupt anybody. Keep the phone low, blah, 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 blah. He says, find a room that nobody's at. So
be as obtrusive as possible.
No one was at. Big, huge curtains, big, huge windows. It was a mansion. And just gorgeous. Pool table room kind of thing, but sofas. And I go to the furthest corner. I go behind the curtain. I start making a phone call. I hear these French doors open and shut, and I hear plop. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not, I slide the curtain and I was like, this. And Nick Cage goes, oh, it's okay, honey. And I was like, oh my God. So I start texting him, which of course we're not supposed to have phones on set. I'm texting him like, get me out of here. Oh my God.
Yeah, come get me.
I'm not supposed to be, but Nick Cage said it was okay. So I go back to my phone call. They're rolling again. Doors open, shut. I look over and it's Willem Dafoe on the other end of the couch with Nick Cage. But then think about it. These voices are like iconic.
Fuck yeah.
We have Nick Cage's voice and Willem Dafoe's voice. And I'm like, don't come get me. This is amazing. And I wanted to
never mind
it or something, but I literally had to keep standing by the curtain. And as soon as they rolled cut and I could run out, I did. I ran out and people came in and it was just like, thank God. Oh my God, let me out of here.
She got out right before it erupted into a face-off shootout between the two of them. And it was like,
That was Dog Eat Dog.
Dog Eat Dog, yes.
It's actually really good. Yeah.
No, I went and watched it after your story. I was like, okay, what movie were these two in? I'm going to go find. Oh, there it is. And I went and watched it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Do you remember? Okay, so spoiler on that one, but whatever.
I'm pretty sure I saw the scene where you got trapped behind the curtain.
Right. So what happens is,
I mean, at least the room. I meant the room.
Willem Dafoe, sawed-off shotgun. They're in a nursery, so it's Willem Dafoe right up front, and then Nick Cage, and then another actor. Sorry, I can't remember. We're blowing the head off this guy because he's taking a sawed-off shotgun and he's blowing it up. So Nick comes into the room and he looks at one of our crew and he goes, hey, where's that blood going? And she goes, oh, just straight up. Straight up. Because that's where, do you see the plastic? Yeah, we had to protect it. It's going straight up. Well, we can never predict where blood's going to go.
Yeah. No, of course not.
1,000,000%, we can never, ever, ever 100% predict. She didn't say that because she was just like, I'm not saying that to Nick Cage. So Paul Schrader, of all iconic.
Schrader, man. Yeah, it's a Paul fucking Schrader movie. That's amazing.
Paul Schrader says to the guys, this is what's going to happen. The two guys in the back. He's going to blow his head off. You're going to be disgusted because it's gross. And then you're just going to go, fuck that. And it's like badass, right? So again, Nick Cage asked about the blood. So head goes up, blood right across Nick Cage's face. The disgust on his face, I think, is real. Because it was just a moment of, oh my freaking God. And then he gets the badass look. They call cut and he runs out of the house.
Schrader's like, fucking print. That's the one. Print that one. We'll take that one.
There was no two takes on that. We told him there's one take on that. Blowing a head up.
We had a fun, and let me say, talk it.
I will. Let me talk it.
Let me tell you this story. Okay, so because she didn't know who the fuck he was.
Because I did.
So Schrader's in Cleveland, right? And we're doing, I don't know what show we were doing at the same time. We were getting ready to
go to set
to get something out the door.
Yeah.
For a shoot somewhere, and and producers call about the movie Dog Eat Dog, and I'm like, yeah. What? Oh, it's shooting in Cleveland. Okay, whatever. Don't talk. And
if you can see them, folks, Marcy's trying to contain herself to not talk.
I said, and Bob is I can't drive up to Cleveland tomorrow. I got to get this show out of the door, And she tells him like, no, he can't come up, but if
he's welcome to come down.
Yeah, so the director's welcome to come down here, blah blah blah. And then like I don't know, it was later. A couple hours go by, and I go. So the director's coming down. And I go, who the fuck's the director? And she goes, Paul Schrader. I went, you told Paul Schrader up to fucking see him? And she goes, well, who is Paul Schrader? And I go, oh my God.
Who's Paul Schrader?
It just didn't click, okay? I know cat people. I know, believe me. But,
and then she's like, well, he's coming down here. And I go, well, go in the other room and get out all my Paul Schrader laser discs because he's going to sign him when he gets here.
Get more than one Sharpie. So Paul Schrader shows up at the front door. We walk through the little reception area. Big, huge conference area with displays and a big, huge conference table. And there's all these laser discs with pens. And he goes, not for me? And I go, yep. He goes, okay. So we walked in. And here's the thing that we found out later. The people who I were talking to said, you have no idea how excited he is to go to Kurtzman's studio and see all his shit and meet him. So it honestly was fanning out at both. We're fanning out at each other, and it was very cool for me to witness that.
He was just really bored with Cleveland. He just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Get the fuck out of there. Well, according to Drew Carey, Cleveland rocks.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's great. That's hilarious. One of my favorite movies by him is Light of Day. It's not a great film, but I like its grittiness, and you don't see a lot of Michael J. Fox and her in movies. Joan Jett together in movies. And I thought Joan mid '80s, for mid to late '80s movie, I thought Joan was pretty good and a lot of fun. Cool. It's even got Jenna Rollins in it, so she's fucking.
Oh, I will definitely check that out. Yeah, that's cool.
A lot of fun on that one.
Let's see.
Nothing beats a cat people for me.
No, that's a good one. That's a really good one. And to hear that my favorite thing about when I meet people in the business is people who are fans of other people, right? Like, those are the ones you can tell really give a shit and kind of are really invested in what they do and in the business and in sort of the art of making movies, right? Or the people who are like, oh shit, I got to go meet so-and-so. He's here. Like, let me get my shit signed, and it's like, dude, you have 300 IMDb credits. What are you talking about? He's like, well, I still got to get my laser disc signed. Get out of my way.
Absolutely.
I love it. I fucking love it.
The horror guys are the biggest genre fans, junkies to each other. It's the best thing to see at a convention.
I love it.
Just for instance, Felissa Rose and I call us convention buddies because every time she's there, I'm there. We're looking for each other and, blah, blah, blah. And a little side note there, talking with Dave Sheridan on Scary Movie 6, he says, hey, I got a friend that's going to come visit. You think that's going to be an issue? And I go, you can have people. Come on, And he goes, okay. I go, who's coming? And he goes, well, maybe Felissa Rose. And I was like, shut the front door. I am so excited. You need to warn me. You need to tell me when she's coming. Of course he doesn't. He's a dude, right?
Yes.
So we're doing the Artie Claus, by the way. Its name is Artie Claus, not anything else.
Gotcha.
We're doing the Artie Claus makeup and that whole scene. We've got him in makeup. We're at the mall that we're shooting at. And Dave comes walking in and he's got two people. And Michael Levy, I saw first, and then I saw Felissa behind, and Felissa does the little heels and a little dress, and we're literally opposite ends of this mall, and I start running towards her. She's running towards me. We might have blown a shot. I'm not sure, but we squealed like little girls. But I was just like, are you coming to be on set? And she goes, oh, no. She goes, Michael says, oh, I have a background, thing I'm going to do. And I go, we need to get Felissa in. So I immediately took her to the producer and I said, this is Felissa Rose. She's on Sleepaway Camp and tons of other things. She's amazing. Oh, wait, she was in Terrifier 3. So it's kind of a little thing. And I said, we should put her in. And she goes, heck yeah, let's get her in.
Yeah,
got her to costumes.
Beautiful.
Right? Like
good
that.
For you.
And
Felissa hugged me.
Yeah, and Michael did the same
And Michael
thing.
was the husband.
Which was cool.
So she was the wife and she was the husband.
You have the producer of
Terrifier.
During the Terrifier scene that we're doing. So.
Yeah,
that's great.
He was blown away. Like
that's so great.
Our makeup, he was just blown away. And again, so on Fade or Steer, we were talking about prosthetics, completely different face from David Howard Thornton.
Mm-hmm.
So we could
kind of adjust
a little bit, and it was that part was so much fun. And yeah.
That's interesting because you still got to make it. You know, it's a completely different face, but you've still got to make it the art, the blah blah blah, the clown face, right?
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. We had to get the cheeks, the definition of the cheeks just right.
That's exactly it. Yeah, that pointed chin,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
David's face he doesn't have high cheekbones and he doesn't have a strong jaw, but Fedor does. So we had to be very careful with those particular areas.
So you're backing off a bit of the prosthetic and kind of shape.
Just shape it up and get it there. I wanted to say the ironic part is Bob mentioned the autopsy of Albert Kemper. So we were doing a convention in Cleveland and we happened to be doing it with David Howard Thornton. Mm. We did his body scan for the autopsy of Albert Kemper because he plays our creature in that. Oh. And then we were doing the Terrifier scene in Scary Movie all at the same time.
That's crazy. What an overlap. That's great.
It was very cool. Yeah. So because everybody's on Facebook and they're saying something about, oh, well, it's because they got the original Terrifier guy to play it. And every single time I'm going, no, it's Fade or Steer. We did not do it on
It's
DHT.
just how good we are. Yes. That's how good we are that you think that.
That's
sucker.
Good. Right?
Going back to the cons, though, one of the things that I've been a horror fan. Marty's been a huge horror fan. I'm more of a, I wouldn't say I'm a casual, but I there are certain things I really like, certain things I just.
He's the sci-fi guy. Yeah,
I'm a huge sci-fi fan.
I love that too. Yeah.
But anyway, so one of the things that I found when I started going to the horror cons was how absolutely, like you said, people are kind of in love with each other's work, right? Like there's a lot of reciprocity and appreciation for each other's work, but more than that, everybody's fucking chill. The fans, the people that are there, I remember we hit the floor early we had a VIP pass and we hit the floor early to talk to what was his name? Oh my goodness.
Was it Ken Faree?
Yeah, Ken Faree. Yeah. And so we're talking to him for 5 or 10 minutes and we're standing there, there's 3 or 4 people behind us. And we said, well, hey, look, we're holding up other people. And he goes, no, they can wait. Tell me more about what you're doing, because we were talking about a film we were making and so on. And he was just as gracious as he could be about it, And
Ken's super chill. He is one of the chill ones. Bill Moseley.
Bo Moseley's really nice.
Eugene. Just pretty much everybody, like you said. We're going. They're putting us up. And somebody said, listen, if you're going to sit at a table all day, and people are going to come up and say how much they love you or how much they love your work and all this kind of stuff. How does that suck?
Right. Yeah. How is that a terrible thing?
Yeah. It's awesome. And oh, wait, they pay you things and they buy things from you. And you're like, thank you. And they're like, oh, no. Thank you.
Thank you.
How does that suck? It doesn't suck. That's got to put people in good moods.
The best part is when they bring a piece of their own art that is representative of something you've done,
something that inspired them that you did.
Well, like when people bring me a Wishmaster, something they drew or whatever,
fan art.
Oh, that's awesome!
Fan art.
Okay,
so
you guys love
cool. that. The 13 Ghosts.
Well, yeah. There's so many different ones. I like right after Hill House, someone brought or might have mailed that one.
Yeah.
Mailed a.
Wow.
Is that incredible?
Jeez, that's incredible.
A bent neck lady.
We were freaking out at that. Oh, let me go get the bent neck lady because that is a cool one.
But yeah, no. So it's cool to see it. Or actually, grab that.
Marcia's now running around the studio grabbing things for us to look at.
The Pee-wee head.
Oh yeah,
that one's
the Pee-wee head.
Yeah.
What? All right.
So we were at a convention, and this I think he was 14. 14 years old came up, and we were there with Ted Raimi as well. I think Teddy got one.
Because Teddy got one too,
and he sculpted that.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that's just great.
14. Yeah. Now he has to be like 24.
That's pretty talented. Yeah.
I think it was 10 years ago. I really do.
Don't drop it.
I'm like 2016.
It's missing. Did you lose
it's
the
got
tooth on it?
There's a tooth still.
There's one tooth I got to put back in.
Yeah.
It came off.
This is really cute. So the story with this is, I don't know if you can see it. There we go.
Yeah.
So the story with this is, I saw this on Instagram, and this person posted it, and there's a saying in it as well. And I said, I just wrote a message. I said, I got to tell you, Kurtzman would absolutely freaking love that. Because you really did a good job and you thought about it, the writing and all of that kind of stuff. And she sent it. And then I made sure that he wrote a bunch of things, and we sent her a little care package. So,
that's awesome.
I thought that was awesome. That's just, that's art. I mean, that's people being inspired by other artists is how we get more art.
That's why I make movies, and that's why Marty makes movies.
Exactly.
We got inspired as kids by all this great stuff that was going around. I will say, one of the things you mentioned, Felissa Rose, I respect her so much because she's like, yeah, I'll put the fake dick on and take a picture with you. Let's go. She has no fucking problem with that. And I'm just like, that is so boss. That is such a fucking boss move.
I cannot tell you how
move.
much I love her. I love her spirit so much. You like, just hanging out with her anytime is a blast. And she's one of those energies, like they say, energy cannot be destroyed or created. That energy she has, that's holy shit. That's a forever energy right there. Yeah. So
that's very cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Anyhow.
Marty, anything else you got with? We've probably kept them quite a while here.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and out of what you're doing to come on this little itty bitty podcast and talk to us. We are huge fans, lifelong fans. If there's ever anything that we can do, probably not, give us a call, hit us up. Marty's in Tucson. If you're down there, reach out to us. We'd love to, if you need to know a good place for a taco spot, we can hook you up. There's plenty of things we can do.
Cool.
Yeah. Marty, anything else before we get out of here?
I was just going to say, I bet Damien and David must be completely flattered by seeing, a parody of them in Scary Movie 6. It's like if Weird Al does a cover of one of your songs. Kind of.
Yeah,
exactly.
Damien was very excited.
Yeah,
and I think when they showed it, the trailer, he instantly went, I'm so honored.
Yeah. Michael just said, no, this is
like that.
To be on set and to watch it and to be part of that. Michael was like, this is, because when we started showing them our designs and like tests and things, just the director or the producer or not Marlon. Marlon doesn't care. The director or the producer would go, we're going to get sued. And I'm like, yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, that's the whole idea, buddy.
We know that we have to adjust it a certain way, but we also want it to look amazing. And so, yeah.
It's parody. So
it is parody.
It's parody. It's protected. You're good.
Exactly. So anyway, but it was interesting. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
It's fantastic. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us again. Maybe when some of these other ones come out, we can bring you back on, and you can kind of give us some of the sneaks on that. That would be great. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it. Let's get out of here.
Sounds great. Yeah. All right, you're welcome.
Go check out Fuck My Son.
Yes. Go find it.
It is now at the top of my list. Just
go find where it's playing.
I think it's playing in Queens this weekend.
I think it's in Queens this weekend. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, anyway.
All right. We'll see you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Don't miss an episode. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, and keep listening to the show on the app of your choice. Do it now.